Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We have a pretty awesome trade to go over. This has been probably the highest returning trade I've had so far this year. So contracts from JetBlue puts, which I alerted beforehand in the Discord, ran for over 300%. I ended up closing at about 302%. Just over 300%, but I know a couple people from the Discord secured just a bit more than that. Some people a bit less, it's impossible to get the exact perfect fill, but anything over 100% is absolutely amazing, obviously a great return on your investment. So I thought it would be a great idea to briefly go over how I found this trade, why I chose the contracts I chose, and some upcoming trades, or how to find upcoming trades using this strategy. So the very first thing we have to notice with JetBlue is that they were expecting pretty terrible EPS. So you can use Robinhood or Cash App or Webull to find your information on EPS. It also, of course, works through TradingView because you can see what they're expecting. We can also see their next expected EPS, which is supposed to be better than the one before. Now, why did I know, or why did I at least have somewhat of a bias on the direction of JetBlue for its earnings? Because we can see that, and by the way, to find EPS, you just scroll down from here. We can see that they were clearly expecting an EPS much worse than anything in the past year. So that already gives us a direction of where we think it may head. Now, the next thing we want to look at, of course, is the chart. How is it doing in preparation for earnings? So it has been up, at least the highest it's been in, about a year, maybe even more than a year, because it has been in a downtrend recently. But it's also at a key spot here in this consolidation, which I charted out a while ago, showing that basically every time it's been in this zone, we've seen these rejections, right? Pretty big ones too. I mean, you're going all the way from being up at 7.5 all the way down to 6.4. So those are big moves, and we see just about the same thing every time we get into this consolidation. So that's another key detail we need to see. Now, I do like to look at EPS history. For EPS history, you can just look on Google, just search the ticker symbol and then EPS history. So in this case, JBLU EPS history, and this is what you'll get if you go onto Macro Trends, I think it's the website. So here we can see, what has been happening already. So we get the quarterly and the annual EPS. Now we do notice that recently they have not been doing too well. Now there's no way of expecting their EPS to be this terrible, because this is the worst it's been in over 3 years. So I did get lucky in that case, and that's why the contracts ran for 300%. But we already could expect it to be pretty terrible. So that's how we can identify these trades, and I do the same earning strategy with just about any ticker that is reporting earnings. I don't like to trade penny stocks, and that's just because you should never be trading options on penny stocks, because the IV will be terrible. It'll crush you through IV crush. But this strategy will work on pretty much any ticker symbol. Now, to find out how much the stock is expected to move, there's a website. I'll type it out for you guys now. All these websites are free, optionslam.com, and then you can just type in the ticker symbol to see what the expected move is for that earnings. So the expected move, they told me, was about 11%. So I was already thinking, I could easily secure 100% on contracts, but it actually fell more like 17% at open, so we secured a lot more than what we thought we would. So with that being said, that's how I found this trade. It was, or it has been so far, the best trade of the year, even though we've had many percentage returns in the high 100 plus percentage range. This one really did very well, and I feel like it was a very easy setup, seeing consolidation is literally telling us we can expect a rejection to the downside, and EPS lined up perfectly for this trade. Now the next one is supposed to be a significant rebound, but not really anything special. I look to go long if it was like above this very nice earnings, or at least very close to it. But since it's not, we probably won't be trading JetBlue earnings next quarter, unless maybe if it hits like a 52-week low and the rebound is expected to be pretty epic. But since that's not the case, at least at the moment, we're probably going to leave JetBlue alone. Now, I do have another ticker which I'll pull up right now. I've got it on my phone, which is a similar setup. So I do take these, pretty often. I take these setups every week. And one we have coming up is going to be Hawaiian Electric, which I believe we're entering at close today. Let's see. So if we go to their EPS, it hasn't dropped yet. Of course, it's going to be today at close, but we're in a downtrend where we see we've had pretty significant moves up, and we're seeing a decent increase in EPS. So this one isn't as perfect as a setup, but it's still there, and so I'll update you guys with what happens on this. If we end up, taking these calls, we still have to look on Option Slam, figure out the IV and all that stuff, but I will update you guys if we end up taking this trade. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I would appreciate it if you subscribe, because I would like to hit 1,000 subscribers and get monetized on this account. Also, liking the video would help out a lot. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.